What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, man, I'm going to preview and predict Saturday morning, I guess, matchup in Death Valley between the number 5 ranked LSU Tigers and the Utah State Aggies, yo. This Saturday at 11 a.m. in Death Valley, yo. First off, man, before I get into breaking down this video and everything, man. I'm kind of curious about something, man. I know rankings don't really mean a lot. Obviously, it's a long season. Clearly, if LSU run the table, only lose one game, we all believe they'll be in the college football playoff. College football playoff rankings haven't coming out yet. But, all we could pretty much go off of right now is the AP and the coaches ranking. And I get it. I know people, it don't mean nothing while you worry. I get it. I get that. But still, I still can't help but feel a little irritated about something. LSU this week on a bye week dropped from number 4 to number 5. Ohio State leaped them. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, Ohio State is a pretty good football team. They're fairly impressive. They have talent all over the place. But how can you make Ohio State leapfrog LSU for beating a mediocre Nebraska team on the road when LSU has already went on the road and beaten a top 15 ranked team in Texas in their house? Well, yet Ohio State hasn't even beaten a ranked team yet. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I know college game day was over there in Nebraska, and they try to hype this game up, and everybody wants Nebraska to be relevant so badly that they made this game such a big deal when we know Ohio State is head and shoulders more talented than Nebraska. So I don't understand how them winning that game allowed Ohio State to jump LSU in the rankings. But whatever. You feel me? Looking at this Utah State team, man, this is a good football team, man. This team went 11-2 last season, yo. Their quarterback, Jordan Love, man, he is a very good quarterback, man. He is the preseason Mountain West Player of the Year, yo. I seen a couple of mock drafts. There's some that project them to be like a third, maybe even possibly a second round pick, if he comes out and enters the NFL draft, yo. This guy is very talented, man. Big strong kid and could really wing the ball around a lot, man. They have this return guy, man, Savon, is it Scarver? It's Savon Scarver. He is all Mountain West Conference first team as a return specialist. And in one of their most recent games, man, he took that thing from the back of the end zone and raced down the sideline, man, 100-something yards, man. This guy is explosive and extremely fast, yo. Their linebacker, David Woodward, he's a big-time player over there at linebacker, man. He just straight took the ball out of a guy's hand and went in for a touchdown, yo. This is a good football team, man. They coming into this game with a 3-run record. Their only loss on the season came in their first game when they went on the road, took on Wake Forest, and who was ranked at the time. And it took Wake Forest to get in their house, took them to get a touchdown with like a little over a minute left to pull out that game 38-35. They went on, they beat Stony Brook 62-7. And then they won 2 Mountain West Conference games. They beat San Diego State on the road, the same San Diego State team that beat UCLA. They beat them 23-17. And they beat Colorado State at home 34-24. This is a good football. Like I've mentioned, they went 11-2 last season, yo. Their most famous alum that I could think of off the top of my head, at least in my lifetime, is Bobby Wagner. The all-pro, arguably best middle linebacker in football, linebacker Bobby Wagner of the Seattle Seahawks. He's a Utah State Aggie alum. Our defensive coordinator, Dave Aranda, was once the defensive coordinator at Utah State, yo. So, that's a little bit of some lines, some familiarity there, yo. Like I said, it's a good football team, man. With a very, very good quarterback. And we know this team has been struggling, our team has been struggling defensively, man. So this is a very unique challenge, not to mention is not, which I feel bad for the Utah State fans, man. It's unfortunate they put this game at 11 a.m., a non-conference game. Not only do we enjoy having, Saturday night in Death Valley with as many games as we could possibly have, but, due to TV contracts, a lot of some of our SEC games are going to be at 11 a.m. or going to be on the 2:30 window on CBS. I get that. But I can't remember the last time we had a non-conference home opponent that wasn't a night game, yo. A lot of these teams like Utah State, yo, they would like to come down to Baton Rouge and get the whole experience of Saturday night in Death Valley. And you making these guys come to Death Valley at an 11 a.m. game, which, I think what is Utah, is that Pacific or Mountain West time? I'm not quite sure, but it's off the top of my head, that is. But they're playing, that's like an early morning game for them, man. I just think it's very unfortunate, man. They could have put this game at 6:30, yo. And that's a little messed up. Not really for us, but for Utah State fans, man, to come get the full experience of Death Valley, yo. Um, and as for us, man, obviously not good news. Rashard Lawrence, Michael Divinity, those guys are back practicing. So maybe they get out there and play, or maybe we hold them for this week and get them ready for the Florida game next week. Offensively, Jambalaya Joe, man, is a Heisman candidate, man. He's shooting up draft boards, with every week that goes by. He was the SEC Offensive Player of the Week for his performance against Vanderbilt. Offensive line is, doing okay. The running backs, I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's a veteran. He's a really great receiving back. But, this could be another game where we could start getting John Emery Jr. and Terrion Davis-Price more work. You get them more, accumulated in the offense because we're going to need their skill sets going forward. The wide receiver core is a little banged up, man. Unfortunately, Terrence Marshall got the foot fracture. They say he's been out about a month. It's hard for me to imagine that, but I'm not a doctor, which means he would probably be back for the Bama game. But, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase have been spectacular at wide receiver, man. You throw in Racey McMahon out there. Trey Palmer could go out there and get some run. The tight ends with Thaddeus Moss and Stephon Sullivan, I would like to see Thaddeus Moss involved in the offense a little more. But but how can you really complain about the offense when we breaking records on the amount of points that we scoring? Defensively, like I said, it'll be nice to get Michael Divinity, playing this week. Clevion Chase on, Rashard Lawrence down on that interior of the defensive line. The linebackers, man, they got to do a better job, man, especially in pass coverage, yo. In the front four, they got to do a better job of getting pressure on the quarterback. The secondary has been, I think they've covered pretty well, but they're struggling in tackling, especially, I hate to say, especially Grant Delpit. I feel like right now he's losing a little bit of money by missing these open field tackles. But we got to clean that up. I mean, hopefully the bye week allowed us to get back and focus and get back to working the fundamentals and tackling, you know what I'm saying? And so we could get back to playing solid defense like LSU is known for playing, yo. But with this game, man, like I said, it's early. I'm not saying it scares me, but you have to be focused. We can't look ahead to Florida, man. This, like I said, this is a football team that's used to winning. This is a team that's going to come in here with a big chip on their shoulder, want something to prove. This is their moment to show that they a real legit team. Coming to Death Valley, beating a top 5 team on the road. They coming in with a high-powered offense, and we playing with a defense right now that's sort of leaking oil, yo. It's a recipe for disaster. So we're going to have to go out there and play ball, man. We can't let the Troy situation happen all over again, yo. But my prediction for this game, man, like I said, Utah State, man, they should be able to score a little bit. They got a very good quarterback. They got some good personnel offensively, a couple of solid people defensively. But clearly LSU is just more talented, man. And this LSU offense is just on another level. Hopefully the bye week didn't slow us down. But I got LSU winning this game, man. I'm gonna go 55-24, man. I think Utah State scores on us a little bit more than we would like, but I think this offense just continues to roll and just put up points and points and points on this Utah State team. I like LSU Saturday morning to beat the Utah State Aggies 55-24, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. I'm going to have LSU content, man, throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, y'all, I will do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything. I'll answer your questions and shout you out, yo. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.